Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful recap is in for Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. In today's episode, Katie Logan, Heather Tom, is dismissed. Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, confronts Ridge Forrester Torsten K. Plus, Eric Forrester John McCook has an offer. Keep reading, and let's get update on the events in today's episode. At the office, Brooke Logan Forrester, Catherine Kelly Lang brings up Eric's surprise retirement party to Ridge. Eric and Donna Logan Forrester, Jennifer Garay enter. Brooke mentions they were just discussing him. Eric isn't sure if that's good or bad. There is a loud noise. It's Bill. He's in the building. Ridge goes to confront him. Bill is upset about Forrester Creations not appreciating Katie. Bill wants her at the family company, Spencer Publications. Katie says that her family is at Forrester Creations. Bill reminds her that Brooke has always been a Ridge first person. Ridge enters and asks if that's how Katie really feels. The brunette admits it, and was blindsided. In addition, all her ideas were dismissed. Ridge doesn't have time for this. He needs to get back to work. However, he does say that they appreciate everything Katie does there. Ridge orders Bill to get out of the building. Beatty goes to Spencer Publications. Katie appreciates him defending her to Ridge. However, she isn't sure this is helping. She needs time to think. Back at FC, Brooke mentions how much Ridge is doing at work. Eric wants to help out. When Ridge returns, he fumes about Bill saying Katie isn't being appreciated. Eric wants a moment alone with his son. When everyone leaves, Eric offers to help out. Eric compliments Ridge's sketches, then suggests they could work on designs together. He can't handle all of this workload alone. Let's make history, Eric declares. In the showroom, Donna compliments Ridge's work. Brooke talks about him being a perfectionist. Brooke and Steffi, Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes would help out as much as they can, but the sketches are all Eric. Donna admits that when at home, Eric has been sketching and designing. He wants to be part of the couture design team. This really surprises Brooke. It sounds like there could be conflict coming up between the two Forrester men. While Eric has been secretly sketching at home, Ridge is planning his retirement party. Judging from what happened during Eric's death storyline, he has no intention of retiring. It was another whirlwind day in the glamorous yet cutthroat world of Forrester Creations, where every conversation carries the weight of betrayal, ambition, and heartache. Wednesday's episode was packed with power plays, emotional outbursts, and family tension that had fans on the edge of their seats. From Katie Logan facing a harsh dismissal, to Eric Forrester extending a shocking offer, and the age-old rivalry between Bill and Ridge heating up once again, the drama was relentless. Here's a full breakdown of every twist, turn, and explosive confrontation. The day began with Katie Logan at Forrester Creations, full of confidence that she could finally secure a deal that would not only solidify her career but also give her a sense of independence from the constant Logan Forrester power struggles. She had been pushing for an ambitious project, a campaign that could rival anything Forrester had ever launched. Katie, in her usual determined fashion, believed she had the perfect pitch. However, what she didn't anticipate was how coldly the higher-ups would dismiss her efforts. After presenting her ideas with a mix of charm and professional rigor, Katie was met with a lukewarm reception. It became painfully clear that, despite her experience and dedication, the company's leadership had other priorities. The blow came when Eric Forrester himself, ever the patriarch and arbiter of Forrester Creations' fate, voiced his concerns about Katie's proposal. Eric praised her effort, but his words quickly turned to a polite but firm dismissal. Katie's pitch, he implied, simply didn't align with the company's vision for the upcoming season. The scene was heartbreaking. Katie, usually composed and assertive, struggled to mask her disappointment. The camera lingered on her face, capturing the mix of frustration, disbelief, and hurt that came with being undervalued by people she had known and even considered family for decades. As she walked away from the meeting, the tension was palpable. She wasn't just battling corporate politics. She was battling the feeling of being overlooked in a world where success often seems reserved for those with the boldest power moves or the deepest pockets. Katie's dismissal set the tone for a day that would become increasingly charged with family loyalties and rivalries. Later in the day, the focus shifted to Eric Forrester, who, despite being the voice of wisdom and control at Forrester Creations, often finds himself entangled in the personal dramas that ripple through his company and family. After the meeting with Katie, Eric convened a private session with his top advisors and designers, discussing the future of the brand and some potential strategic pivots. It was during this session that Eric made a surprising offer, one that instantly raised eyebrows and sparked whispers throughout the halls of Forrester Creations. Recognizing Katie's frustration and her undeniable talent, Eric proposed a collaboration away for Katie to showcase her vision without directly threatening the mainline projects overseen by the company's leadership. The offer, however, wasn't as simple as it sounded. Eric's proposal came with strings attached. Katie would have autonomy but only within certain boundaries. The patriarch's aim was clear. He wanted to empower her, but in a way that maintained control over the company's overarching strategy. Katie's reaction was layered. On one hand, she was grateful for the opportunity, appreciating Eric's recognition of her capabilities. On the other hand, she felt the sting of compromise. Her independence was still partially curtailed. The tension in this scene perfectly captured the delicate dance that defines Forrester Creations. The constant balancing act between creativity, ambition, and corporate strategy. For viewers, Eric's offer was a glimmer of hope, but it was also a potential catalyst for further drama. Katie's acceptance or rejection of this conditional collaboration could ripple across the company, affecting alliances, loyalties, and rivalries that had been simmering for weeks. No Wednesday episode of The Bold and the Beautiful would be complete without a confrontation between the long-standing rivals, Bill Spencer and Ridge Forrester. Their history is steeped in power struggles, romantic entanglements, and the ongoing battle for control, both in business and in matters of the heart. The day's confrontation began with Ridge addressing a corporate decision that Bill had made behind closed doors. What started as a civil discussion quickly escalated as Ridge challenged Bill's motives, questioning whether Spencer Publications and its CEO were truly looking out for the greater good or merely pursuing personal gain. Bill, never one to back down, countered with his trademark bravado. He reminded Ridge that business is about strategy and results, not sentiment. His delivery was sharp, and his words cut deep, highlighting the tension between Ridge's creative ideals and Bill's profit-driven pragmatism. The verbal sparring intensified when Ridge accused Bill of manipulating situations to his advantage, using family connections and romantic entanglements as leverage. Bill, of course, did not take the accusation lightly. What followed was a heated exchange that drew in not just their immediate teams, but also several other key players at Forrester Creations. This showdown was more than a simple argument. It was a symbolic clash of philosophies. Ridge embodies the artistic soul of the company, a man devoted to design, legacy, and family honor. Bill represents the cutthroat world of business, where deals are made swiftly, and emotions are secondary to success. Their conflict serves as a microcosm of the larger battles happening across the Forrester empire, where personal and professional lives intertwine in complex, often explosive ways. The confrontation reached its peak in a moment of dramatic intensity. Ridge, frustrated and feeling cornered, slammed his hand on the conference table, warning Bill that his aggressive tactics could have serious consequences. Bill, never one to back down, leaned in with a smirk, suggesting that Ridge was underestimating him and that the game was far from over. Beyond the corporate maneuvering, the episode delved deep into family dynamics, highlighting the personal stakes behind the professional conflicts. Katie's dismissal wasn't just a career blow, it was an emotional moment that resonated with her entire family. Her siblings, Brooke, Bill, and others watched with concern as Katie navigated her disappointment, highlighting the often fragile line between support and rivalry in the Logan Forrester clan. Eric's offer, while generous, introduced a new layer of complexity to these family dynamics. Katie's potential collaboration could be seen as a threat or an opportunity by other family members. Some may view her autonomy as a bold step toward empowerment, while others might see it as a disruption to established hierarchies within the company. Meanwhile, the Ridge-Bill rivalry had ramifications that extended beyond the boardroom. Romantic tensions, long-standing grudges, and personal loyalties were all called into question, leaving viewers to wonder how these two titans would ultimately reconcile or if they ever would. The emotional fallout of their clash was evident, as colleagues and family members alike tried to navigate the stormy waters of their feud. As with any high-stakes B&B episode, Wednesday's drama also set the stage for future twists. A few key subplots hinted at even bigger developments on the horizon. Katie's next move: will she accept Eric's offer and try to carve out her niche within Forrester Creations? Or will she strike out on her own, potentially competing with the very company she has been a part of for years? Bill versus Ridge escalation. The rivalry between these two powerhouses is far from over. With tensions rising and stakes increasing, viewers can expect more heated confrontations, strategic maneuvering, and and perhaps even alliances formed in unexpected ways. Family alliances. The Logan and Forrester families continue to navigate complex relationships, balancing loyalty, ambition, and personal desires. Wednesday's events were a reminder that in the world of the bold and the beautiful, family bonds are often tested in the crucible of ambition and passion. Corporate maneuvering. Eric's conditional offer to Katie highlights the delicate balance between creative freedom and corporate control. How Katie leverages this opportunity or resists it could have far-reaching consequences for Forrester Creations' future. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.